Courtney. Number 5, Christina. Sam, thank you. Emily.
Emily number 3.
Amanda.
4.
Ladies, just say your number. Sienna.
Sienna, not here.
Not here. Catherine.
Here.
7, thank you. Nadia.
17.
17, thank you. Allison. Elsa. 15, thank you. Maggie. No more Maggie. Alexandra.
Guys, you're going to put on your blue jersey.
Lake. Lake. How do you say that?
So you'll be ready in case
Yeah.
you
Elena.
Mackenzie. Hannah.
12.
Thank you. Lily.
17.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lancaster, California. We're at the 2005 State Cup, and we have a girls under 12 match set to begin. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions, and we have a match featuring the Laguna Hills Soccer Club Eclipse going up against the Hotspurs. We'll get you the roster for the Eclipse here in just a second. You see both teams warming up here before the start of this match. For the Eclipse at goalkeeper today will be Hannah Stedman. She's number 12. Number 2 is Elena Arthur. Number 1, Lindsay Bola. Number 5, Courtney Dowd. Number 10, Tiana Francetti. Number 3 is Emily Gorham. Number 4, Amanda Harriman. Number 14, Sienna Kelly. Number 11, Katie McGarrigle. Number 17, Nadia Najud. Number 16, Shireen Najir. Number 15, Allison Pankowski. Number 9 is Alex Reisinger. And number 8 is Mackenzie Stady. There's the whistle, and we're underway now. So as the action begins, you can see the green grass here. Beautiful location here in Lancaster, California. Of course, these games, some of these games here for State Cup, a couple of weeks behind schedule as we've had the heavy rains. But no more clouds here in Southern California. And it's a great day here to finish out the month of February. Weatherman calls for a high in the low 60s, but it does seem warmer than that here today. Referee there in the middle of the field. Cross field. Just underway. We have two 30-minute halves here. So the Eclipse getting the ball into play. Now the ball rolls over to the far sideline and will roll out. Let's see who it belongs to. And we'll have a goal kick coming up. Kick comes here towards the near side. Courtney Dowd. Now off to number 10, Tiana Francetti. Ball right at midfield. And now both teams will move over to the far side. Crossfield pass right in front of the net. Now it comes back. Ball just below midfield. Gets away from a crowd there. Now it's going to be a foot race right in front. Ball gets loose. Another block by the keeper. Can't she clear it away? She does. Very dangerous move there in front of the net. The ball is able to be cleared away over here towards the near side. Very fast field here today. Ball on a bounce. Now back the other way. Ball rolls right to the keeper. She picks it up. Eclipse take it there at midfield. Come back the other way now. Throw comes in, and on the header it goes out again here on the near side. Hotspurs have it, but can the Eclipse keep the pressure down here on this end of the field? Racing that ball down in the corner. Number 5 for the Hotspurs, Taylor Powers. And now putting the ball into play. Nice throw, cleared away. Eclipse now. Can they bring it up across midfield? Ball is out over on the far side. Now it runs down the far sideline, across midfield. Now here come the Eclipse. Number 3 over on the far side, Emily Gorham. Lily Tane, number 7 for the Eclipse. Also out there playing today. We overlooked the name there when we give out the roster. Hotspurs with the throw. Coming in. Rolls towards the back line and will go out. And a corner kick now. Corner comes in, just a little bit short of the net, cleared away. Now it goes upfield. And as we move across towards midfield. A lot of action there in the middle of the field. Here come the Eclipse. Number 5, taking it there, Courtney Dowd. Dowd will take a shot towards the net. Deflected away! And a score! And the Eclipse on the board first. Right off the Hotspurs defender and deflected right into the goal. Courtney Dowd, number 5, gets her team on the board first. And the Eclipse strike first as they take a 1-0 lead over the Hotspurs. Hotspurs now taking it from right to left. Number 2, Bryn Stamos. But the Eclipse get back on defense, clear it back the other way now. Now they move into the middle of the field. Number 5, Dowd again. Collision there. Physical play just below midfield. Referee letting it go. That was number 15, Allison Pinkowski for the Eclipse. And that ball rolls out over across the field towards the far side. And was it out or was this a free kick? It was out. Hotspurs will put it into play. Now it's a race. Let's see if the Eclipse can get another shot on goal. There's a shot towards the keeper, and it's going to find the back of the net. Right in between the near post and the keeper. So the Eclipse using all the field, several players getting involved here. Number 1, Lhsc Bola. Nice right-footed kick right in between the post and the keeper, and it's now 2-0 in favor of the Eclipse. Ball gets away, moves into the backfield. Eclipse defense trying to run it down, and the keeper, Hannah Stedman, will come out and make the stop. Kick rolls towards midfield and now bounces a couple times past midfield. Again, Eclipse in blue, Hotspurs with the red. Eclipse getting back. They need to clear it away. They do. Ball rolls over here towards the near side and will come out. And it will belong to the Hotspurs, and they now have an opportunity to attack the net. Oh, comes in. A lot of blue jerseys there. Let's see if they can take the ball away. Now it's just cleared out here on the near side, and Hotspurs will put it back into play. Throw comes in. Nearing center. Still here on the near side, though. Now finally kicked into the middle of the field, where the Eclipse will take it. Moving up towards midfield and rolls over to the far sideline. It does go out, and the ball will belong to the Hotspurs. So we've played about 10 minutes here of this first half. We have 2 goals by the Eclipse. Again, we're at the 2005 State Cup. This is just a bracket play game to determine who will go on to the elimination rounds. Again, girls under 12, the Laguna Hills Soccer Club Eclipse, and the Hotspurs in red. Hotspurs desperately trying to clear the ball away from the right side of the field, or the right half of the field. Finally do, bring it across midfield, but the Eclipse again there. The ball rolls and rolls over to the far side. Now Eclipse angling towards that back line. Center pass. Can they get another shot on goal? No, the Hotspurs defense comes over, makes a nice stop. Pace of the game really picking up here, if you could say that. We've had 2 goals scored by the Eclipse. Hotspurs have put some pressure down on the left side of the field. They just haven't been able to get the ball into the net. Hannah Stedman has been solid there, keeping goal. She makes a nice slide save there on the far side. Comes in towards midfield, now across. Ball goes right down the middle of the field. Here at midfield. Ball put into play here on the near sideline. Shireen Najir, number 16, here on the near side. Ball goes off Shireen, and so the ball will belong to the Hotspurs. Throw comes in the middle of the field. One red jersey around 3, and it is the Hotspurs still in control of the ball. Now the Hotspurs taking an angle towards the net, but the ball just a little bit too fast, and it rolls right into the hands of the keeper, Hannah Stedman. Ball at midfield, little push there. Whistle. And an offsides, I believe. Or actually, was there a late whistle and a penalty here up towards midfield? Let's see. There's a free kick for the Eclipse. Ball across midfield. Now moves over to the far side near the corner. Let's see if the Eclipse can attack. Amanda Harriman, number 4. Ball on the ground. Inches its way toward the net, being defended by the Hotspurs. And the ball out over on the other side. We're just about midway through this first half. Hotspurs again trying to clear the ball away, but number 16, Shireen Najir, there for the Eclipse. Now number 5, Courtney Dowd, here on the near sideline. There's a center pass towards the net, but it's going to be long, and it'll roll and roll and roll. Finally picked up by the keeper. Kick high into the air, just below midfield. Now it takes a once, twice bounce. There's the header. Hotspurs get it up towards midfield, but they can't bring it up and over. Eclipse. Can they control it here on the right side of the field? Number 10, Tiana Francetti. Ball out on the far side. And it will belong to the Hotspurs. Francetti, change of direction now. She wanted to attack the net, loses the ball. Hotspurs bring it up the other way now. Ooh, midfield, Eclipse. Don't let it get across. Now number 9 for the Eclipse, running that ball down, Alex Reisinger. Ball goes out of the far side, the Eclipse side of the field. Hotspurs get the ball in quickly, and it rolls and rolls across or parallel to that far sideline. Number 3 for the Eclipse, Emily Gorham, over on that far side.
Great job, Katie! Right here, Hotspurs, let's go! Make it happen, girls!
Eclipse clearing the ball away from the net. The ball will roll and roll over to the far sideline. So the defense for the Eclipse not giving the Hotspurs much to work with here in the first half. And it's the Hotspurs who have to play catch-up as they trail 2-0 here in the first half. Roughly 12 minutes, 13 minutes unofficially to play here in this half. Eclipse, nice move, number 10, Tiana Francetti. Now she angles towards the net. She's going to take a shot to the net, but it's blocked by the Hotspurs defense. And now the kick comes up towards midfield. But there's number 4, Amanda Harriman. Tries a center pass. The ball rolls towards that back line, cleared away by the Hotspurs. Very exciting first half. A lot happening, a lot of action. Crossfield pass intended for Courtney Dowd, and she was going to take a quick shot on the net, but The ball bounced up higher than she anticipated. If it would have just bounced off the surface of this field maybe a foot or two, she would have had an opportunity for a kick, but it took a higher bounce than anticipated and basically ran Courtney out of position there. She was unable to take a shot. Franchetti with a shot towards the keeper. Nice save. So number 10 trying to get a score here in the first half. Eclipse keeping the pressure on this Hotspurs defense, keeping the ball on the right side of the field. Ball into the air, rolls over to the far side and goes out. Should be Eclipse ball, last touch by the Hotspurs. Ball rolls towards the back line. Hotspurs trying to clear it out and away. Finally kicked out. It goes out. And let's see, belongs to the Hotspurs. They will have the goal kick. Eclipse with a center pass. Actually, it's a shot on goal. And it's just a little bit wide of the net. And another goal kick now for the Hotspurs. Ball rolls to that far side. Now coming up towards midfield and goes out. Hard to tell who it went off of. They say the Eclipse. And Hotspurs will put it into play. So as the time runs off the clock and we near the end of this first half, it's the Hotspurs who really need to do some catching up here. Maybe they do just want to get into that halftime break and regroup and try to come out in the second half and gain some momentum. But right now, it's all Eclipse. And we had a foul, and so the Eclipse will retreat back. It's on the blue team, and so a free kick here just below midfield for the Hotspurs. And Hotspurs get it up across midfield, but nobody can touch the ball. It's taken away by the Eclipse. Eclipse defense very strong, very physical. Coming out of nowhere, Courtney Dowd, number 5. Getting away from the pack. Can't you get a shot on goal? Just about a step. Too late, and the keeper for the Hotspurs comes out and makes a nice deflection of the ball there as they kick it away. But Courtney Dowd was determined there. The ball just a little bit too fast as it skipped down on this very short grass here. And that was a very close call for the Hotspurs. That could have been 3-0 in favor of the Eclipse here before the end of the first half. Najir, center pass to Dowd. Another center pass. Cleared away. Left-footed kick will go out across the back line. That was number 4, Amanda Harriman. And so the Hotspurs with the goal kick. Ball on the ground, and it's the red team, the Hotspurs, moving from right to left. They like to get a shot or two here before the end of the half. On goal, they trail 2-0, and now the Hotspurs are attacking the net. Coming over, Najir. Hotspurs unable to take a shot, but now the ball is centered. There's a shot towards the goal, misfire. Coming out was Hannah Stedman, the keeper, and the Hotspurs had her out of position. And the ball does go out across the back line, wide of the net. And the Hotspurs had a great opportunity right there to cut into this lead. They could have cut the lead in half. But it wasn't to be. And now a goal kick for the Eclipse. Ball bounces and bounces just above midfield now. Comes back the other way. Can the Hotspurs get something going? We're here in the final approximately 5-6 minutes of this first half. Ball is out and belongs to the Eclipse. Ball right at midfield. And the ball will go out. And so the Eclipse right now trying to slow down the Hotspurs. They don't want to give up a late goal here and give the Hotspurs any momentum. They're going to try to make things very difficult here in the final minutes of the first half. Substitutions for the Eclipse coming out of the game. We're into the game now. Numbers 11, Katie McGarrigle, and number 17, Nadia Najud. Number 4 came out, Amanda Harriman, and couldn't get who the other Eclipse player is that will take a breather here before the end of this first half.
Good job, Danielle. Good job. Too hard, Bob.
Lily Tane, number 7, there for the Eclipse, trying to take the ball away, but it rolls over to the keeper, Hannah Stedman. Hannah with a nice, strong kick, very strong leg, bounces at midfield, still rolling. And the defense for the Hotspurs really needs to get back to recover that ball. Eclipse now, they'll attack. Center pass right in the middle. Down. She'll take a shot, but it's going to be deflected from behind by the Hotspurs. So Courtney Dowd in deep. She wanted to take another shot. Ball in the middle of the field. And we'll roll right into the hands of the keeper. Just a few minutes to go before the end of this first half. 2-0 in favor of the Eclipse out of Laguna Hills. Hotspurs out of the San Diego area. The ball out here on the near side. Dowd with the header. Eclipse just pushing the ball to the right, keeping it away from midfield, not allowing the Hotspurs to get on the left side of the field and try to set something up for a final shot or two on goal here of the first half. Throw comes in. And we'll roll towards that back line and out. And right there, Hannah Stedman will pick it up. So Hannah places the ball over the far side of that box. Strong line drive kick. Bounces towards that far side. Eclipse and Hotspurs battling for control. It goes out of bounds and does belong to the red team. The Hotspurs will put it back into play. Ball in the middle of the field. Hotspurs now move over to the far side. Can they control it? They do. Not much time if they want to get a shot here. But the Eclipse defenders take it away, and now the Eclipse coming up across midfield. Center pass gets away, and a roll to the backfield. It's a foot race. Can the Hotspurs clear it away? No. Courtney Dowd here on the near side. Here come the Eclipse, angling towards the net, but the defenders for the Hotspurs coming over, and they'll clear it away out of bounds here on the near side. And as that throw comes in, we're going to get a whistle. That's going to go against the Eclipse over the back there. Little push from behind. Under a minute to go, more than likely, here in the first half. But again, that's unofficial, so we'll just have to watch the head referee in the middle of the field. And again, the ball out across the back line. And again, the Hotspurs will try to clear it away from the net. So as the Hotspurs set up for the goal kick, not in a big rush. They're trailing 2-0. Waiting seconds of this first half, and there's the whistle. That is the end of this first half, and it's the Eclipse with a 2-0 lead over the Hotspurs. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langerman Productions. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the second half in just a few. And we're back as we await the start of the second half. There's the whistle, and the Eclipse will start things off right at midfield. Eclipse 30 minutes away if they can hold this 2-0 lead. 2 goals in that first half. Courtney Dowd and Lindsay Bola with the goals. Eclipse having to get back on defense, and they do, clearing it away. So each team will switch sides here in the second half, and so it's the Eclipse moving from right to left on your screen.
Good job, Sarah. Oh, but from behind.
Again, the Eclipse in the blue. Ball rolls into the middle of the field, now at midfield. They're right in the middle of your screen. Lily Tane, number 7. That ball, that shot on goal is going to hit the side of the net. And the Hotspurs will dodge a bullet right there. Here come the Eclipse again attacking. Don't quite have the numbers, though. And the Hotspurs are able to clear the ball up away from the net. Number 17. Nadia Najud for the Eclipse right in the middle of the field. Here come the Eclipse. Can they get a shot? And one of the Eclipse players hits the ground. Maybe a push from behind. No whistle by the referee. And the ball rolls out harmlessly across the back line, so we'll have a goal kick for the Hotspurs. And the ball is out here on the near side. Does belong to the Eclipse and number 2. Elena Arthur will put the ball into play. Let's see what side of the field she wants to go to. Tries to get it into the middle. Eclipse here on the near side, number 10. Tiana Franzetti near handball. Not quite, though. Lily Tane with the left-footed crossfield pass. And the ball will roll over to the far side. Out. Courtney Dowd runs it down. The ball is out. It goes out on the far side, so it's not a corner kick. Ball put back into play. Lily Tane tries to center it. She had number 10, Tiana Francetti there, but the Eclipse keeping the ball on this end of the field. Again, lots of pressure on this Hotspurs defense. Not allowing the Hotspurs much time on the right side of the field. Francetti with a kick towards the net and on a bounce. Right into the hands of the keeper. At midfield, Shireen Najjar. Shireen Najjar making her move. Ball taken away by the Hotspurs. And out here on the near side. Ball into the middle of the field, near midfield. And the Eclipse still have it as they move to the left. The ball rolls out. Last touched by Blue. And it's the Hotspurs with the ball. Ball at midfield. Now here come the Eclipse. Number 11, Katie McGarrigle. Has to change direction. Ball still loose. Hotspurs will bring it up towards midfield and across. Number 8 watching right there for the Eclipse. That's Mackenzie Stady. And the ball out. Should belong to Eclipse. It does. It's off at number 12 there for the Hotspurs. Battle for the ball right there on your screen. Let's see who comes away with it. And it is the Eclipse, number 2. Elena Arthur with a nice little move. Gets away from another defender. Now a center pass. But there, number 9 for the Hotspurs clears it out. And it will be a corner kick for the Eclipse. So a nice opportunity for the Eclipse to add to their lead. And let's see if they attack the net or just get the offense going again. Ball is centered. Hotspurs trying to clear it away. Can the Eclipse get there, though, and bring it back? They do. That's number 8. Mackenzie Stady. And the ball out here on the near side and will belong to the Hotspurs. Elena Arthur, number 2. Collision right in front of us now, number 10. Tiana Francetti hitting the ground. And the penalty against, I believe it's against the Hotspurs. Yes. And Mackenzie Stady, number 8. Looks downfield. Here comes her kick. Nice, strong one centered. Can it be cleared out by the Hotspurs? It is. But taken away. Elena Arthur is there. She moves towards the back line. Now comes out the other way. Left foot, center pass. Lily Tane. Eclipse still putting the pressure deep here against the Hotspurs defense. Again, the Eclipse will move. Center, oh, they wanted to try the header there with Courtney Dowd. The ball just a little bit too high and nearly goes out, but saved. And now again a foot race. Hotspurs and Eclipse over on the far side. Who's going to come up with it? Eclipse, take it away.
Come on, Katie. First to the ball. Go, Katie.
Elena Arthur had too many red jerseys right in front of her there to get a good shot on goal.
Move to it.
As the Hotspurs defense came through that time. Lily Tane, number 7, goes over to the far side with her kick.
Good job. Don't stop, Katie. Oh, good job, Sid. Come on, guys. Come on. Back up, Cap. Cap, come back. Good job.
So as the Eclipse try to penetrate towards the net, we watch the action here. The Hotspurs defense seems to be settling down here, making things a lot harder on the Eclipse. But one thing they need to work on is clearing the ball up across midfield and allowing their forwards and strikers to start taking some shots on goal. We have not even seen Hannah Stedman here in the second half. 90% of the action taking place here on the left side of the field. That is not good news for the Hotspurs as they trail 2-0 here in the second half. Nearing 10 minutes here into this second half. So nearly a third of the way through it. Ball rolls over here towards the near side. Mackenzie Stady looks for Elena Arthur. It's going to be a race to the back line. Arthur saves it from going out. Tried to get it up to number 11, her teammate, Katie McGarrigle. And the ball out here on the near side.
Good job, Katie.
Now maneuvering her way over to the far side as she tries to attack Shireen Najir, number 16. She's been solid today for the Eclipse. There she is on the far side. Courtney Dowd running that ball down near the corner. Now she'll center the pass. Just gets away from one player for the Eclipse. There's a shot to the net, and the Eclipse will add the third goal of the day. And so the Eclipse, with the nice passing game, and number 7, Lily Tane, puts her team up 3-0 here in the second half. And so the Eclipse just patient and patient and patient, not rushing anything. They knew they were going up a defense that didn't want to allow another goal, so they were really playing tough, but they just kept passing the ball, bringing it in and out. And it paid off for them as they get another score here in the second half. Their first score of the second half. But they now extend their lead over the Hotspurs by 3-0. And the Hotspurs really not getting many opportunities to attack the net. So it's going to be a very tall order for this red team to come back here in this match. You see the various fields around us here. A lot of soccer going on here at the Lancaster National Soccer Complex. Just about 50 miles northeast of Los Angeles. Nice venue here in Lancaster. And for the teams coming up from even further down south in the San Diego area, It's about a 2.5-hour trek. Ball in the middle. Elena Arthur, center pass to number 10, Tiana Francetti. This ball will go towards the net. The keeper will make the stop. Kick will head towards midfield right there. Shireen Najir, number 16, wanted to move upfield but didn't quite have an angle or control of the ball as it rolls out over on the far sideline. And it's the Hotspurs who will put it into play. Alex Reisinger. Ball rolls over to the far sideline. And out.
Go, Katie!
Eclipse defense. Very tough here. Have not allowed a goal. And now for the first time here in the second half, the action occurring here on the right side of the field. Hotspurs trying to put some pressure on that Eclipse defense. The Hotspurs with a good job there of keeping control of the ball, but now it comes across midfield. The Eclipse just a little bit too fast for this Hotspurs squad. Elena Arthur nearly takes the ball away. Lily Tane. Hotspurs just can't control the ball here. The Eclipse bringing it towards the net. There's a shot to the net, but right into the hands of the keeper. And Eclipse not done attacking here. And again, when you play the bracket rounds to determine who goes on into the elimination part of this tournament, a lot of factors come into play for seeding. Obviously, wins, losses, ties, but also points and margin of victory. So sometimes you get some very uneven scores, and it's not because they're trying to one-up the other team, but those are points, and you need a lot of points to get into the next round. And you just need to solidify your position, and that's what the Eclipse is trying to do here, I'm sure, as they have a 3-0 lead, and they'd like to make it 4. But you got another team over there on the other side, the Hotspurs, who are playing as well, and they're not just going to roll over. Hotspurs clear it across midfield. We're nearly midway through this second half. As the Hotspurs get the ball into play, it's knocked out. Hotspurs with a shot towards the net, and a bit of a misfire. And it'll be wide of the net there on the far side. Not really sure if Hannah Stedman would have been able to get a hand on that ball if it would have gone towards the net. She had come out and was defending near that post. There was a bit of that net that was open, but a misfire on the kick, on the shot on goal. And the Eclipse still lead 3-0 here in the second half. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We're bringing you another game of the week, this time from Lancaster, California, side of the 2005 State Cup. Again, this is a girls under 12 division match. The Laguna Hills Soccer Club Eclipse going up against the Hotspurs.
Good job.
Sydney, go out there!
Sydney, go!
Sydney!
Referee on the other side.
Looking in the arc.
And the Eclipse have a corner kick. Here it comes. Towards the net. It bounces high and will find the back of the net unassisted. Unassisted on the corner kick. And the Eclipse extend their lead 4-0 over the Hotspurs. You don't see that happen too often, but it is possible. Now some substitutions for the Eclipse. Allison Pankowski, number 15, in the middle of your field there. Of your screen, in the middle of the field out there. Very tall order now for the Eclipse, or for the Hotspurs, as they trail the Eclipse 4-0 with just about 14 minutes or so remaining here in regulation.
Go now. Push up now. Push up.
Ball is going to go out over on the far side and will belong to Blue, so the Eclipse will bring it upfield. Hotspurs trying to keep the ball here on the right side of the field. They know they can't allow another goal. They really couldn't afford to allow the last two that have been scored here in the second half. And they have dug a very big hole for themselves as they trail 4-0 to the Eclipse. Eclipse at midfield. Allison Pankowski, number 15, for the Eclipse. Ball will roll towards the net. Can the defense get back? Coming out to keeper Hannah Stedman to make the stop. Number 3, Emily Gorham, was there providing some defense, screening out that streaking Hotspurs player. Stedman is there to make the stop. And another fine play. And so the Eclipse coming over across midfield. Pankowski, can't she get there in time? The keeper comes over, clears it up down the middle of the field. And number 4 for the Eclipse is going to hit the ground there, Amanda Harriman. And we're going to get a penalty that's going to go against the Hotspurs. And it's a Hotspur, or the Eclipse, with the free kick just below midfield. High to the air, still bounces, rolling towards the net. Eclipse, left-footed kick by Pankowski is going to be stopped by the keeper.
Just run it off, run it off. Come on, Katie, move on it. Don't curl up, Katie. All right, hang back. Stay up there. Hang back.
Eclipse again, penetrating towards the net. Very slowly that play developing, and they nearly were able to sneak it in as the keeper had come out to make the stop, and the ball finally deflected out across that back line. Last touched by the Eclipse, and so a goal kick now for the Hotspurs. So a save there by the keeper. Let's see, watch which way she goes down the field. The ball rolled towards that far side. Hotspurs there. And as they move downfield to try and take the ball across midfield, they will lose it to the Eclipse. Ball goes out over on the far sideline, and it will belong to blue, the light blue uniforms of the Eclipse. So they have a 4-0 lead here in the second half. Just about 10 minutes to go unofficially, maybe just under, maybe 9. And as that ball goes out over on the far side, it does belong to the Hotspurs. And the Hotspurs are going to have to score 4 goals here in the final 9 minutes, 8.5 minutes of this match. And that's going to be too tall an order as it has taken this long. And they only have a handful of shots on goal, and especially here in the second half. They have not been able to get in deep. They have not been able to get some good looks at the net. The defense for the Eclipse has just been stellar here in the second half. Now substitutions for the Eclipse. Number 10 back into the game. Tiana Francetti. Unlike the first half, although the Eclipse did have a 2-0 lead, the Hotspurs were getting downfield, were getting some looks at the net. They just weren't getting anything to fall, but at least they were getting some looks. Here in the second half, the majority of the action, well, more than that, 95, 97% of the action has been down here on the left side of the field, all controlled by the Eclipse, as they've added 2 more goals here as well. Throw in comes in. We'll roll down across midfield, down the far sideline. Eclipse take it away as they move from right to left. Now the Hotspurs send it back towards the net that they need to get to. Number 3 here on the near side. Emily Gorham looking for some help. The ball will go out here as both teams run out of real estate, but last touch by the Eclipse. That ball will roll harmlessly into the hands of the keeper for the Hotspurs on the near side. And another booming kick up towards midfield. That ball will move down field towards the back line. Stopped there by the Eclipse. Can they get a shot on goal? Center pass. Back the other way. Steal their ball. There's a shot to the net. It's going to be just wide. That was number 11. Katie McGarrigle. Substitutions now for the Hotspurs. That's Elena Arthur, number 2. So Elena Arthur had taken a little bit of a break there as she had been very solid up and down this near sideline here throughout the second half. And a collision. Hitting the ground was Amanda Harriman for the Eclipse, number 4. You see her there in your screen. But number 8, Mackenzie Stade will take, or Mackenzie Stady will take the free kick, and it will go out across the back line. Hotspurs with the goal kick. Angles here towards the near side. Number 15, Pankowski, Allison Pankowski running towards that back line. Can she control the ball? No, it goes out though. Last touch by the Hotspurs, and it'll be a throw in here on the near side. Nice throw, centered. Eclipse can't get through that sea of red jerseys, though. Nice defensive play by the Hotspurs. Ball moves across the field. Oh, the Eclipse, little touch pass there. They wanted to get it to Katie McGarrigle, but it was just a little out of position, and she couldn't handle the pass. Not sure she was anticipating it either. But it would have been a good play if they were able to convert it. I mean, who knows if it would have gone in the hole, the shot on goal, but it would have been nice to see. And now the ball will roll towards the back line. The Eclipse defenders getting back. And they'll just throw the ball down to the keeper, Hannah Stedman. Hotspurs get the throw in. Just a couple of minutes remaining here in regulation. The Hotspurs with their biggest threat here of the second half, and that ball rolls into the hands of Hannah Stedman. Ball rolls to the far side. Number 2, Elena Arthur. Puts it into play, gets it off to number 10. Tiana Francetti. And now the Eclipse could smell the victory here. They obviously lead 4-0. They have the victory in hand, and just trying to run out the clock here against the Hotspurs. Shot goes towards the net. Can the Hotspurs at least get one on the board here? Stedman clears it away. One bounce. 2 bounces now. Hotspurs here with the ball. Can they bring it back downfield? No. Cleared away by the Eclipse. And there's the whistle, and that'll do it. Here from the 2005 State Cup, it's the Eclipse of Laguna Hills taking it over the Hotspurs by a final score of 4-0, and you can see the Eclipse there congratulating each other. They scored 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals in the second half, and that'll do it for us here in Lancaster, California. Again, this was a Girls Under 12 bracket play game. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We hope you enjoyed this match. And until next time, have a good day and be safe, everybody.
Okay, why don't you guys give your name, number, and position?
Hi, I'm Allison Pankowski. I'm number 15 and I play forward.
I'm Shireen Najjar. I'm number 16 and I play defense.
I'm Tiana Franzetti. I'm number 10 and I play center mid.
Good. Well, congratulations. What do you think was the key to the game today? Anybody?
Getting shots on goal,
Yeah. Anything else?
passing.
Connecting and communicating.
Good. Anything else?
Well, I think that you had to look before you passed. Yeah.
Very good. You know, it was a very good performance. I mean, it's always good to win, especially in State Cup, and definitely by the score that we had. But more important, we felt we got a lot out of this game by doing the things that we've been trying to work on in practices. So it's really a double bonus to win a game and try to connect passes under this sort of pressure. Was a great performance. You guys have anything to add? No?
Go Eclipse!
Great job. All right, you guys, next group will be here. So you girls, you happy with the result?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you give your name and number and position?
Okay, I'm Alex Reisinger. I play sweeper.
Good.
And I'm 9.
And you're number 9.
My name's Emily Gorham, and I play left mid, and I'm number 3.
I'm Courtney Dowd, and I'm number 5, and I play outside mid. Right.
Good. Well, great performance, all of you. It was a great team performance. Any key points to the performance you felt?
Everybody has to work as a team, not like one person.
What about anything that you felt we've been working on in training that you saw out there today?
Collecting away from pressure.
Yeah, collecting away from pressure. Very good. Anything else, Courtney? Shooting?
Shooting.
Yeah, I think that was excellent. I think, you know, the first part of the game, actually, we were under a lot of pressure. You know, I'm sure you guys would agree. And the first opportunity we got was a goal. You know, it was a very, very fast field. It was very wet, and we hit it low. And the second opportunity we got was a goal, so it took a lot of pressure off us. So credit to you guys, because it's always difficult to ask you to do something in a game and then actually execute it in a game. But it was very, very good. What else do you feel? Any other key factors that helped?
Switching the ball. When you switch the ball, it creates like a lot of space to move and pass.
Absolutely. So we created a little bit of space for ourselves. And do you feel one half was better than the other, if anything?
Second half, definitely.
Yeah. So the second half, I felt we dominated the game. It took a little bit of sting out of them because we were obviously winning by 2 goals. So that obviously helps, but definitely you kept very good possession. The key to your game, seriously, was your shape. Your shape was very good. They really didn't get that many opportunities to score a goal. So besides goals, you happy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're happy to move on. So what about next round?
We're going to win next round. Yeah.
Good. I think the key is, you know, as much as we want to win, is to play well. Yes, we want to win, play well, try and execute some of the things, just a little thing here and there that we worked on in training, and then I think that gives you a good foundation for the future. Any last-minute questions or answers?
We're going to Disneyland.
You going to Disneyland?
Yeah.
All right. Take a look.
Go Eclipse!
All right. Thanks, girls. All right, girls, why don't you introduce yourself real quick, your name, number, and position.
I'm Nadia Najd. I'm number 17 and I play defense.
Good.
I'm Amanda Harriman. I'm number 4 and I play midfield.
I'm Hannah Stedman. I'm number 12 and I play keeper.
Very good. Well, congratulations. What do you feel you've got out of this State Cup so far? Anybody?
I think we're working more like a team and we're talking more.
Good. So besides results, you feel it's more productive by doing some of the things that we've been working on in training? Yeah? Good. I want to say, you know, in State Cup, we give a lot of credit to always the goal scorers and everything. And granted, it's very, very difficult to score goals. But I felt today our team played very well defensively. And I know, Hannah, you didn't have that much to do, but the little you had to do, you did very well. What were some of the things that you felt was very simple for you, but will help you maybe later on?
When they pass it back to me.
No question. You know, passing the ball back to you allows you to clear the ball or keep possession based on the pressure, and it allows our players, the defenders, not to turn into traffic and do silly things. So, you know, it takes a little bit of courage to do that, but you came a long way today because 2 of those passes came back to you, the forwards couldn't get onto it, and you cleared the ball, and we were very, very effective. Any other differences in the game, especially the second half?
Well, I think that we've been doing well, passing it wide and connecting.
Absolutely. I think the fact that there's space, there's far more space in the wide positions. It's very, very congested in the middle of the park. So one of our goals, and goals for every team, even if the national team, is to find space. And you guys did a very good job, more so in the second half, to find the space. And the last thing is, what about the service of the ball, crosses and that kind of stuff? How do you feel that was today?
It was really good because like it would go to the box and we could kick it in and shoot.
The key to the service was the balls were driven, correct, opposed to floated. So, you know, if it takes a deflection, it's a goal. Actually, our 4th goal was an own goal, right? It was unfortunate for your opponents, but it was a very, very well hit ball. I believe it was by Courtney, and it had so much pace that it caused all sorts of problems. Okay? Well, thank you, girls. Take a look. Well, congratulations. Why don't you introduce yourself real quick?
Hi, I'm Lily, and I play midfield/forward. Oh, and I'm number 7.
I'm Katie McGarrigle. I'm number 11, and I play forward.
Good. You guys did very well today. Congratulations. What do you feel was some key points to the game today? I mean, I felt, you know, the first part of the game we were under a lot of pressure. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think because like the team, the opponent sort of like let down, and we got more time to like pass and look up. So I thought that was sort of fun.
yeah, that's good. It's good. I mean, I don't know if they let down. I think just being a goal up, or at 2 goals up at the time, obviously helps our confidence, and now we'll be able to do some of the things that we did in training. Katie, when you came in and played wide, what was your role today? Can you remember?
Just to be like catch the rebounds and be there, and then the cross ball so other people have a chance of.
Yeah, very good. I mean, I think it's a difficult role because you're not used to playing defense, correct? And you had to tuck inside of your player and basically not allow them to go forward. Any other observations as experts in the game of soccer? Look into the camera. No?
No, not really. I don't know.
Katie, anything to add?
Just to play really hard at the end of the game.
Yeah, give 100% of your effort.
You guys did a great job because even when we were winning, you never let up and you try to do all the right things. Okay? Thanks, girls. Just look into the camera. Well, congratulations, girls. That was a great performance. Why don't you introduce yourself and the position you play and your number?
Hi, I'm Elena Arthur. I'm number 2, and I play wide mid.
I'm Mackenzie Stady. I'm number 8, and I play defense.
I'm Lindsay Bullitt, and I'm number 1, and I play center mid.
You guys all played very well today, and very, very impressed actually defensively how our team did. What do you feel as an individual that you did well? That some of the things that we've been working on for yourself today?
Passing and moving.
Yeah, your movement was very good. Actually, your shape was very good, and the fact that you were wide, you gave our team a lot more space. What about you, Mackenzie?
I think like passing and moving also.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, passing and moving, but more important for you, I don't think anybody got behind you today. I mean, you won practically every single ball, whether it was in the air, and you're a great competitor, and I think that's the key, is not always to have an offense, but is to be a very good unit, solid, and defensively also. Lindsay, your role was playing center mid. What were some of the things you were happy with today?
Well, like shooting and getting it wide to the midfield, outside midfield.
Yeah, actually, You did a very, very good job, Lindsay. Not just getting the ball from a central position to a wide position, but in order for our team to be successful, you actually got into the 18, you actually had some shots on goal, you actually laid on a great shot, you actually got into the 18-yard box, scored a very, very good goal. So, you know, your work rate now has improved, and the area that you're working in is not just from box to the halfway line, it's from box to box. So that's very, very good. Besides the score, which was 4-0, and that's always very flattering to win a game and win it, you know, by a margin like that, was there anything that you guys felt especially good about that we've tried extremely hard in practice to work on, and we always never seem to execute? But today I think there was 1 or 2 attempts. Kenzie, anything?
To get open and pass and move,
What about set plays? Did we attempt any set plays today?
we attempted to, but it didn't work out that well.
But you attempted to, so it just takes finely tuning those set plays and understanding, you know, if it doesn't work, then maybe there's a plan B involved. But the fact you attempted it was awesome. And, you know, maybe next week or the week after, it could be next month, could be next year, maybe you put a little bit of polish to that set play, and that could be the deciding goal that wins you the game. Any other last comments, last-minute comments? Nothing? Well, girls, thank you very much. Look into the camera. You know, I took over this team in November, and the one thing that's impressed me is their ability to work extremely hard. Their goals for me have been a little bit different. As much as we want to win every single game, we've really tried to identify their first touch, their communication and their movement, which really hasn't been that great. So we're pretty realistic where we are with our skills, and, you know, in the competition, it's great to win. Our goals really are not to come out there and win every single game at all cost. And yeah, we'd love to win State Cup, but I think at this point it's a little unrealistic. We have a lot of work to do. Every round we step into, the next round is a bonus for us. If we play well and win the game, that's a huge bonus for us. You know, if we just try and win a game at all cost, I think it's going to tap into their development over the long term. So, you know, our long-term goal is definitely all these kids need to have better skills so they can play under pressure, get their head up quickly, and watch good players play where they can increase their movement. I think, you know, for me, their expectations have been excellent. They've overcome so many things in the short period of time since I've worked with them, and actually I'm very, very proud of them. I mean, we have some great teams in the club, and where they are in their soccer in a short period of time that we've had them together, they've probably made bigger strides than some of the teams that could possibly win a State Cup. So, you know, our goals are to go as far as we can with the team, for them to enjoy what they do and work extremely hard in the areas that we work on every single week in training. And hopefully they have a love for the game where outside of me, outside of any of our coaching staff, they can work extremely hard where their technique is so good that they can play under all pressure of the game.